Today we're going to be doing our Chapter 2 Engineering Design problems that can be found on page 106 of our Engineering Design and Graphics with SOLIDWORKS 2016 workbook. And we're going to be using the centerline tool. So we're going to be doing the sample problem 2-1, SP2-1. We're going to be doing the sample problem 2-2, and we're going to be doing the sample problem 2-3. So I'm going to go over this with you since these are sample problems. The directions are right here. All right, so we're going to use a corner rectangle off the origin, and it's going to be smart dimension 2x4, and we're going to want to do this in inches. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we have a let's do a front plane. All right, or top plane. So we got the top plane, corner rectangle, smart dimensions 2-4. So we're going to do a top plane. We're going to get sketch. We're going to do a corner rectangle. We start in the origin. We have this. Let's smart dimension this. 2in for inches by 4in for inches. And what we can do is we can go into our tools, options, document properties, units, and we can convert this to inches and hit OK. All right. So we go into our sketch. We have 2x4. Then we're going to use a line tool, and we're gonna bring this out. We're gonna clip that out. So this is going to be in 1 inch, and this is going to be half an inch from the top, half an inch from the bottom. Right, so we can just basically bring this up, bring it down, bring it back. We can do the same thing over here. All right, and then we can use our trim entities. Make sure we trim the closest so we can get rid of this line and this line. And then we just want to smart dimension this so that this is 0.5 in inches, and then this one is 0.5 in inches. And then we do the same thing over here. It looks like this one is already gone to 0.5 in inches. We could just click on this, and we see that it already is. We hit cancel, and then what we want to do is we want this to be 1 inch. That adjusted top and bottom, and we want this to be 1 inch, which was pretty close to. All right, so we have the shape right here. All right, and it's telling us to extrude it 0.5 inches, and then we're going to fillet the corners at 0.5 inches, and it's going to look like this. So let's go into features, extrude boss base. We want this to be 0.5 inches. We hit OK. All right, so we have this here. Now we're going to hit the fillet tool. I want to fillet it. We have the first one picked. We have a radius of 0.5. circular. So circular, so we want to change this to 0.5 inches again. We want to make sure, maybe it says no preview. We want full preview so that we click on these, we can see the curvatures taking place. All right, so we have the shape. We hit OK. I'm going to toggle this a little bit so you can see what we have going on there. Click OK to check mark, and that's it. So we created it. We created our shape, our sample problem 2-1 part. All right. So now that we have that, what we want to do is we want to create a drawing. Well, let's save it. Go ahead, save it as SP for sample problem 2-1. All right, so it doesn't like dashes, so we'll call it 2_1. That works fine. All right, so now we're going to do a file. We want to create a drawing from the part. All right, make sure we have the first one selected. Hit OK. You can pick current view or any of these views that you like. I usually pick current view, drag it over. Like I always say, you can. This is fine, but I seem to like it. I like it shaded like that, and then I like to use a custom scale. But this is okay. So what we're gonna do is we go. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna go to Onenote, put our name. So you put your name there. You can change the font. We already know this. Hit OK. And then we go File, Print. And then we want to print to OneNote for Windows 10. Hit OK. We want it in our period 4 POE. Put it in the correct folder. Hit OK. And there you go. There it is. So then we're going to call this part SP 2-1. All right, so we have that part there. There it is. Let's go on to the next one. All right, so now that we have that one, we got chapter 2. So we have sample problem 2-2. We need to create a circle from the origin, create a slot shape with these dimensions, and then we're going to use the circular pattern to have 12 instances at 360 degrees. So 12 instances, 360 degrees off the point 1. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to close that up. Save it, sure. Hit up save. All right, file, new, part, okay. All right, so let's see. We are going to use the top plane again. And this is in inches. So top plane, sketch, circle, create a circle, smart dimension it, 7.50 in inches. All right, we want to go through our tools, options, document properties, units, want it to be in inches, okay. Click on sketch. And now we're going to use our slot, center point, straight slot. All right, so we want it to be in the middle. I'm clicking and dragging. All right. So click from the center point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit, undo that sketch, and I'm going to pick that again. All right, I'm going to go right in the middle here. All right, that looks good. All right, so I created this slot. Now I just want to pick the dimensions, that this is a distance from the center of 1.25. This is a diameter of 0.5. And this is radius of 0.25, which is the same thing. All right, so let's go ahead. Smart dimension. From this point to this point is 1.25 inches. From this point to this point is 2 inches. This is a radius of 0.25 inches. And that looks like we have everything we need. All right, good. That's exactly what it's supposed to look like. We're going to do our circular sketch pattern. So we go over here for sketch patterns. We go to circular sketch pattern. This come up. All right, we want to go ahead and click on this. That's 0.1, and you'll see we have 4 at 360 degrees. We're going to move this to 12. 1, 2. You can just click anywhere. So now we got 12. That's it. Now that we have that, we can hit OK, and then we could extrude this to 0.3 inches, and then it's created. All right. So here's everything. Obviously was written out for us on all these steps. 9 steps. Pretty simple. All right. So let's go back. All right. So we hit the check mark. OK. We go to extrude boss base, and we make this 0.3 inches. And OK. And there you go. All right, so that is completed. That looks nice. So now I'm going to do File, Save As, and we're going to have this as part SP 2_2. Go ahead and save it. Then we're going to File, Make Drawing from Part. Select our first one there, hit OK. All right, over here we have our parts. Click and drag. All right, once again, I like to have it look like that. So then I'm going to use a custom scale because it's kind of small. So I'm going to make this, let's see. Oh, drag that up there. That looks good. So I use 1, 2. You can use whatever you want. Hit OK. A note. Go ahead and type your name. Once again, you can change the fonts, put anything you want in there, make it bold, center it, whatever you feel looks nice. Change the size of it. You got to highlight it if you want to do it though. Let's see. Oh. All right, so let's try that again. There's that. Make it bold. Make it larger. All right, so there we did all that. Okay, so then you hit OK. File, save. Yes, save it. And then File, print. Print OneNote for Windows 10. Hit OK. This blinks. Put it in our handout section. That comes up there. And then you name it Part SP 2-2, and then that part is saved. It's that simple. All right, let's look and see what our last part here is. Sample part 2-3, and this looks pretty simple. It just goes on the stuff we already used. So I think you can go ahead and create this all by yourself and then submit it. All right, so I did the first two for you. You do the third one, SP 2-3, all by yourself, and then you'll be done for today.